somebody that looks like you that has that business that you can basically do business with, just like every other community on this planet. Every other community on this planet does business within the communities that they live. You know, we don't have to do all our business with our communities, but we need to do the majority of our business with those communities so we can keep our community healthy and strong and financially secure, because that basically equals political power when you have financial strength. That equals civil rights when you have financial strength. If you have none of that, then you have no rights, and you forfeit your rights to somebody else because you always got your hand out, begging somebody else to help you with your day-to-day life. So we need to get better. I need to get better at supporting Black and Hispanic businesses, because that's who I am. That's where I come from. This is Ms. Anderson. She's a wealth empowerment activist. She educates communities on economic power. She spent a year traveling the country. A goal was to spend 75% of its disposable income, 100% of disposable income, with Black and Hispanic businesses. She's Cuban born and just an awesome individual. She also has a great book out that we all need to read and learn of her experience.
In the early 1900s, shortly after emancipation, believe it or not, Black businesses, the Black community had amassed great business power. We had Black Wall Streets, we had hospital systems, transportation systems, hotel chains, grocery stores, all kinds of businesses and professionals thrived. Hundreds of millions of dollars were created and circulated in the Black community. Unemployment was statistically insignificant. The unemployment gap between whites and Blacks in this country only widened in 1960 at integration. After slavery, more and more Black towns became self-sustaining until integration or until they were burned down by racists. Vibrant neighborhoods were bombed, set on fire, then looted. These people had their homes and thriving economic thoroughfares burned to the ground because they endeavored to be self-sustaining. Over 90% of the lynchings of Black men that happened during Jim Crow and Reconstruction were of business owners. What an awful paradox. We had, when we were politically disenfranchised, we had economic power. We took that economic power for granted because we needed to fight for our civil rights. Now we're politically free, but economically insignificant. That's a tough trade-off to make. Martin Luther King thought about that trade-off. Martin Luther King wasn't just fighting for basic human rights. He fought for Black businesses too. In a public address that he gave the day before he died, he said this: "We got to strengthen Black institutions. I want you to take your money out of the banks downtown and put your money into Tri-State Bank. We need to have a bank in. You have 6 or 7 insurance companies in Memphis. Put your insurance there. We need to have an insurance in." Dr. King died asking us to support these businesses, and we didn't, and they're gone. Those banks and insurance companies were the backbone of the Black community, and they're gone now. Now I'm asking you, how does that make you feel? Black or not, as Americans, how does that make you feel? Do you wonder, like I do, what would have happened had those businesses thrived? Do you wonder what Detroit would look like now if we had those banks and insurance companies? So I ask you, what are we going to do about that?
Well, that's powerful. That's powerful. You know, one of the things in her